enter the colorful, humorous, and dramatic world of Three's Company, one of the classic sitcoms of the 70s. First broadcast in 1977, Three's Company quickly became a cultural phenomenon with ironic, dramatic, and humorous situations. The film follows the lives of three roommates: Jack Tripper, played by John Ritter, Janet Wood, played by Joyce DeWitt, and Chrissy Snow, played by Susan Summers, with some twists and turns. It's funny when Jack has to pretend to be gay to share an apartment with two girls, avoiding the strict rules of the demanding landlord. The film opens stories revolving around the life of a trio in a small apartment, with countless situations of misunderstanding, love, and even, ironic, adventures in everyday life. It was the ingenuity in building characters and exploiting themes that helped Three's Company become a monument of American television, loved and mentioned for many generations. The humorous, sometimes silly but attractive details have turned the film into an indispensable spiritual food during nearly a decade of broadcasting. Staged with the participation of talented actors, Three's Company created endless laughter while also cleverly integrating profound messages about life. However, behind the bustling laughter on the small screen, many of our actors' Three's Company has left the world, leaving behind many sorrows in the hearts of the audience. Let's take a look at the actors in the movie who have passed away. John Ritter, full name is Jonathan Southworth Ritter, born September 17, 1948 in Burbank, California, USA. He is the son of famous music and movie star Tex Ritter and actress Dorothy Faye. Born into a family with an artistic tradition from a young age, John was exposed to the entertainment industry and soon revealed his comedic talent and natural charm, which later became his trademark in his roles, performing on stage and television. John grew up in a happy family environment, with a father who was a country music icon and a mother who appeared in many famous cowboy movies. His parents' fame certainly inspired him to pursue an acting career. John Ritter was married twice in his life. The first time, in 1977, he married actress Nancy Morgan. They have three children: Jason Ritter, born 1980, also a famous actor; Carly Ritter, born 1982, and Tyler Ritter, born 1985. This marriage lasted until 1996 before both decided to divorce. In 1999, John remarried actress Amy Yasbeck. They have a daughter together named Stella Ritter, now Noah Lee Ritter, born in 1998. Amy and John appeared together in the movie Problem Child in 1990, marking one of their rare on-screen collaborations. They maintained a happy life together until the day John passed away. John Ritter is famous for his role as Jack Tripper in the legendary sitcom Three's Company, which aired from 1977 to 1984. This role brought his name globally and helped him win an Emmy and a Golden Globe. Ritter became a top star in comedy films thanks to his humorous, witty, but also humane acting style. Jack Tripper, the character he plays, is an awkward man who lives with two girls and always has to pretend he is gay to avoid suspicion from his conservative landlord. The humor comes from ironic situations, and the way John portrays the character has left a deep impression on the audience. Outside Three's Company, John Ritter also participated in many other films such as Problem Child, adapted from the novel by Stephen King, Sling Blade, and TV shows like 8 Simple Rules, where he plays a father in an ordinary American family. Ritter is appreciated not only for his comedic acting ability but also for his ability to play dramatic and emotional roles. The diversity of his acting has helped him become one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood. On September 11, 2003, John Ritter died suddenly at the age of 54 while filming the television series 8 Simple Rules in Burbank, California, where he was born. Initially, he felt unwell and was taken to the hospital with chest pain. The doctor wrongly diagnosed him as having a heart attack, but in fact John was having an aortic aneurysm, an extremely dangerous disease where the aorta is torn. This condition led to his sudden death, just a few hours after being hospitalized. John Ritter's sudden passing came as a huge shock to family, friends, and fans. He is at the peak of his career and has many unfinished projects. His family later sued the hospital for errors in diagnosis. This event has sparked much discussion about the need to properly recognize the symptoms of an aortic aneurysm, a condition often confused with a heart attack. John Ritter passed away, leaving behind a great legacy for the world entertainment industry. With hundreds of episodes and memorable roles, he will forever be an icon in the hearts of audiences, a talented comedian, and someone who has brought laughter to millions of people. Movies like Three's Company and 8 Simple Rules continues to be broadcast and loved globally. Ritter was not only a great artist, but also a loving father, a sincere friend, and an icon of humor and talent in Hollywood entertainment. John Ritter's illustrious career and sudden death are a reminder of the fragility of life, but most of all, he left an indelible mark in the hearts of fans and the world of electronics. Image. Audra Marie Lindley was born on September 24, 1918 in Los Angeles, California, USA. Born into a family with an artistic tradition, Audra is the daughter of Burt Lindley, a veteran actor in the Hollywood film industry. From a young age, she was exposed to the world of entertainment through her father, who played many small roles in films of the 1930s and 1940s. This inspired Audra to enter the acting career and quickly revealed talent. Audra Lindley was married twice in her life. Her first marriage was to Hardy Ulm, an interior designer, but it did not last long, and the two divorced. Then, in 1943, she married actor James Whitmore, one of Hollywood's most famous stars at that time. The couple has 5 children together: Steve, Dan, James, Tony, and Tissy. Although their marriage lasted more than 2 decades, Lindley and Whitmore divorced in 1972. After their separation, she focused on her acting career and taking care of her family. Audra Lindley began her acting career at a very young age, and she spent more than 3 decades in the entertainment industry before landing her iconic role, Helen Roper, in Three's Company. Throughout her career, Audra appeared primarily on Broadway and on television shows. Her breakthrough role came in the late 1970s when she was cast as Helen Roper, the wife of Stanley Roper, played by Norman Fell, in the sitcom Three's Company. Helen Roper is a smart, humorous landlady, but also somewhat tired because of her incomplete marriage with her husband. With skillful acting ability, Lindley breathed life into this character, turning Mrs. Roper into a symbol of satirical humor. The character's success was so great that she, along with Norman Fell, were invited to join the series The Ropers, a separate spin-off, but this movie didn't last too long. With more than 50 years of dedication to art, Lindley has left a deep impression in the hearts of audiences thanks to her natural, attractive acting style. Audra Lindley died on October 16, 1997, in Los Angeles, California, from leukemia. She passed away at the age of 79 after a period of fighting this disease. Her passing left a feeling of sadness in the hearts of fans and colleagues who worked with her for many years. Audra Lindley is not only a talented actress, but also a strong woman in both her career and personal life. With the role of Helen Roper, she brought laughter to millions of audiences and left a deep mark in American entertainment culture. After her death, Audra's role continued to be popular, and the episode's Three's Company, which she participated in, is still re-aired on many television channels, making new generations of audiences continue to love her. Norman Fell, born March 24, 1924 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. He was born into a middle-class family and grew up in Philadelphia before joining the Army during World War II. After completing his mission, Fell returned and decided to pursue his passion for acting. He studied at Temple University before moving to New York to study at the Academy of Dramatic Arts. Norman Fell married twice in his life. The first marriage was to Dolores Picas in 1951, but only lasted a few years before they divorced. He later remarried Karen Wingard in 1975, and the couple had 2 children together. His family lives quite privately, rarely appearing in public. Fell began his acting career in the 1950s, appearing in television shows such as The Streets of San Francisco and Murder, She Wrote. However, his most famous role is Stanley Roper, the grumpy landlord in the sitcom Three's Company. With humorous acting, Fell turned Stanley Roper into a classic character, making the audience both laugh and feel frustrated. The success of this role was so great that he and Audra Lindley, as Helen Roper, were invited to participate The Ropers, a spin-off from Three's Company. Norman Fell died on December 14, 1998, in Woodland Hills, California, due to complications from cancer. He passed away at the age of 74, leaving behind a great legacy in the entertainment industry, especially through his role as Stanley Roper. Jesse Donald Don Knotts was born on July 21, 1924 in Morgantown, West Virginia, USA. He was the youngest child in a poor family. Although Knotts' childhood life was quite rough, he always had a natural sense of humor and aspired to be a comedian. Don Knotts married 3 times in his life. He first married Catherine Metz in 1947, and the couple had 2 children, Karen and Thomas Knotts. After their divorce in 1964, Knotts went on to have 2 other marriages, to Laura Lee Chuckna and finally to Frances Yarborough, who remained with him for the rest of his life. Knotts is best known for his role as Barney Fife in The Andy Griffith Show, a role that earned him 5 Emmy Awards. However, he continued to make a name for himself as Ralph Furley, the clumsy but hilarious manager in Three's Company. Ralph Furley quickly became a beloved character thanks to Knotts' unique comedic style. In addition, Knotts also appeared in many other famous comedies such as The Ghost and Mr. Chicken and The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Don Knotts died on February 24, 2006 in Los Angeles, California, from complications of pneumonia. He passed away at the age of 81, leaving behind a brilliant career with many unforgettable comedic roles. Paul Ainsley was born on October 29, 1945 in Seattle, Washington, USA. Not many details are known about Ainsley's childhood, but he had a passion for acting from a young age and was determined to pursue an acting career. Little is known about Paul Ainsley's family life, because he lives quite privately and does not share much about his personal life. He has never had a public marriage and has no information about his children. Paul Ainsley is best known for his role as Jim the bartender in Three's Company. Although she is a supporting character, Ainsley brings humor and friendliness, contributing to creating a happy atmosphere for the film. In addition, he also appeared in a number of small roles on television and theater. Paul Ainsley passed away on January 19, 2013 in Los Angeles, California. Although the cause of death was not clearly announced, he passed away peacefully, leaving regret for the fans who loved his role in the film. Three's Company. Anne Wedgeworth, born January 21, 1934 in Abilene, Texas, USA. She grew up in a simple family in Texas and has always had a passion for art since she was young. After graduating from high school, Wedgeworth attended the University of Texas before moving to New York to pursue an acting career. And Wedgeworth married twice in her life. Her first marriage was to actor Rip Torn in 1955, and the two had a daughter together, Danae Torn. After her divorce in 1961, she married director and producer-actor. And Wedgeworth began her acting career on Broadway, with roles in famous plays such as A Lie of the Mind and Chapter 2. However, she is better known to television audiences for her role as Lana Shields, the sexy and seductive woman in Three's Company. Although she only appeared in a few episodes, Lana left a strong impression thanks to her strong personality and humor. She also won a Tony Award for her role in the play Chapter 2. And Wedgeworth died on November 16, 2017, at a long-term care facility in New York after a long battle with illness. She was 83 years old. Rod Colban, born December 23, 1923 in New Haven, Connecticut, USA. He was born into a middle-class family and grew up in Connecticut, where he fell in love with the art of acting at a young age. After completing his military service during World War II, Colban pursued a career as an actor. Rod Colban keeps his personal life private and does not have much information about his marriage or children. He focuses mainly on his acting career and does not share much about his personal life. Rod Colban is best known for his role as Dean Travers, the strict and judgmental principal of the school where Jack Tripper attends. Three's Company. Although he is not the main character, his role brings a lot of laughter and contributes to the success of the film. In addition, Colban also participated in many television series and movies, with diverse roles throughout a career spanning more than 30 years. Rod Colban died on February 4, 2007 in Denver, Colorado, of natural causes. He passed away at the age of 83. Lyle Waggoner, born April 13, 1935 in Kansas City, Kansas, USA. He grew up in a modest family and served in the U.S. Army before entering an acting career. Lyle Waggoner married Sharon Kennedy in 1961, and they lived happily together for more than 50 years. They have 2 sons, Jason and Beau Waggoner, both of whom are successful in business. Waggoner is famous for his roles in comedy shows The Carol Burnett Show and as Steve Trevor in the series Wonder Woman. He joined in Three's Company as Jeffrey P. Broderick, a supporting character. In addition to acting, Waggoner is also a successful businessman, founding the company Star Wagons, which specializes in providing trucks for Hollywood film crews. Lyle Waggoner died on March 17, 2020, at his home in Westlake Village, California, due to complications from cancer. He was 84 years old. Keene Curtis, born February 15, 1923 in Salt Lake City, Utah, USA. He grew up in a traditional Mormon family and developed a passion for theater at a very young age. Curtis's personal life is very private, and there is no public information about his marriage or children. Keene Curtis has a diverse acting career, both on Broadway and on the small screen. He won a Tony Award for his role in the play The Rothschilds and appeared in many famous television shows. In Three's Company, he plays Lyle Thrope, a supporting character but leaves an impression. Curtis also appeared in many other famous television series such as Cheers and The Magician. Keene Curtis died on October 13, 2002 in Los Angeles, California, of natural causes. He passed away at the age of 79. Alan Manson, born October 22, 1918 in Brooklyn, New York, USA. He grew up in a middle-class family with Jewish roots. Manson has always nurtured a passion for acting since childhood and soon decided to pursue an artistic path, despite facing many difficulties in the early stages of his career. Information about Alan Manson's family life is not much public. He lived a private life, and there are not many records about his wife and children. Alan Manson devoted most of his life to acting and artistic contributions. Alan Manson is famous in his career for his role as Charlie in the television series Three's Company, where he brought the audience humorous and impressive moments. Before joining Three's Company, Manson had a long career on stage and television, appearing in many popular shows and plays. Alan Manson died on March 5, 2002 in New York, due to complications of old age. He passed away at the age of 83, leaving beautiful memories in the hearts of fans. Peter Mark Richmond, born April 16, 1927 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States. He comes from a poor Jewish family and has overcome many challenges to make a name for himself in the entertainment industry. Richmond married Helen Richmond in 1953, and they lived happily together for more than 60 years until his death. They have 5 children, including actor Lucas Richmond. Peter Mark Richmond is a family man who values family and children more than anything else. Richmond is best known for his role as Reverend Snow, Chrissy Snow's father in Three's Company. His role brings seriousness, but full of emotion and humor to the film. Outside Three's Company, Richmond also participated in many television series and movies such as Dynasty, Beverly Hills, 90210, and The Twilight Zone. He is an actor with a rich career with hundreds of roles on stage, television, and film. Peter Mark Richmond died on January 14, 2021 in Woodland Hills, California, at the age of 93. The cause of death was attributed to old age and related health problems. Gregory Sierra was born on January 25, 1937 in New York City, United States, into a family of Puerto Rican origin. He grew up in the Harlem neighborhood, where many economic hardships affected his childhood. However, Gregory Sierra always had a passion for art and was determined to escape a life of poverty. Sierra keeps her family life private and does not share much about her personal life. However, he got married and lived happily with his wife until his death. Gregory had no children, and he focused on his acting career throughout his life. Gregory Sierra is a talented actor, best known for his role as Carlos in Three's Company. He is also known for his roles in Sanford and Son and Barney Miller. Throughout his career, Gregory Sierra often appeared in supporting roles but left a strong mark with his authentic and enthusiastic acting. Gregory Sierra passed away on January 4, 2021 in Laguna Woods, California, due to complications from cancer. He died at the age of 83 after a long battle with the disease. Alice Ghostly, born August 14, 1923 in Eve, Missouri, USA. Growing up in a common family, Alice showed her acting and comedic talents from a very young age. After graduating, she began her journey to conquer Hollywood with the goal of becoming a famous actress. Alice Ghostly married actor Felice Orlandi in 1953, and they lived happily together until Orlandi's death in 2003. She had no children, but always considered acting a great passion in her life. Alice Ghostly is a veteran actress, famous for her roles in Three's Company and Bewitched, where she played the maid Esmeralda. With humorous and creative acting ability, Ghostly always makes the audience laugh every time he appears on screen. In Three's Company, she plays Gladys Moore, a supporting character with mischief and charm. Alice Ghostly died on September 21, 2007 in Studio City, California, from complications of colon cancer and stroke. She passed away at the age of 84, leaving a great legacy to the world of cinema and television. John Fiedler, born February 3, 1925 in Platteville, Wisconsin, USA. Fiedler grew up in an artistic family and was one of 3 children. After graduating from high school, he joined the Army and served in the Signal Corps during World War II. After returning from the war, Fiedler studied at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he became involved in artistic activities. He married Frances Fiedler, and the couple lived together for the rest of their lives. They had no children, but he was known to be a devoted husband and had a cozy small family. John Fiedler began his acting career on stage and later moved into television and film. He is best known for his role as a doctor in Three's Company and as Piglet in the animated series Winnie the Pooh. His career spanned from the 1950s to the 2000s, with many roles in popular films and television shows. Fiedler has appeared in more than 100 films and television shows, leaving a deep impression on fans. John Fiedler died on June 16, 2005 in Los Angeles, California, after a long battle with cancer. He passed away at the age of 80, leaving behind a rich legacy in film and television. His passing was remembered by many colleagues and fans, and he was honored as one of the distinctive voices in the world of animation as well as in acting. Jean Gillespie, born May 12, 1920 in Los Angeles, California, United States. Details about Jean Gillespie's family are very limited. She lived in Los Angeles all her life and rarely shared her personal life with the media. Therefore, not much is known about her husband or children. Jean is known as a talented woman, but she has kept private about the personal aspects of her life. Jean Gillespie has had a relatively modest acting career, but her most notable role is that of Mrs. Claremont in the sitcom Three's Company. Although not much is known about her other roles, the role in Three's Company created a connection with the audience and left a mark in the minds of many movie lovers. Jean Gillespie passed away in 2018. However, details about the cause of her death are not publicly available. Her passing left many regrets for fans of the film and those who have followed her career. Jean Gillespie is remembered for her charm and talent on screen, although she lived a rather private and obscure life. This is a list of actors who have contributed to its success, Three's Company, but now they are gone, leaving a deep mark in the hearts of the audience and immortal memories of a golden age of American television drama. If you find it interesting and useful, please subscribe to the channel to watch the next videos.